risky to do, but obviously save quite a bit of time, like 5.56, and there's a lot of things you can do to keep consistency to the run, but considering they are both top runners, it'd be interesting to see if they go for simpler or more consistent strats in some places. Both runners starting here. Going to be going through 1-1 and just simple movement. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. They're going to be getting the propeller and trying to keep it for as long as possible because it's essential for most of the tricks in mid-game. And also just make some basic movement a lot quicker. World 1 should be practically autopilot for these players, but I hope I don't curse, commentary curse that. Commentator, I can't speak English. Great commentary. 1-1 practically perfect there for both runners. Hey, don't call anyone out, Skipper. Game audio louder. Can someone turn up the game audio, please? Oh. Alright, thanks, Trenton. Both players practically perfectly synced here. Oh, Brammyson actually going for that wall kick. I think that saves like 0.1. Or maybe a frame or two. Still cool to see. Is the you think the game audio is any better, or I'm not actually really listening, to be honest, to it. So I don't know what it sounded like before. Thanks, Trenton. See if both runners go for a single jump here, which is both obviously go for it and both obviously get it. That's a bit harder than it looks, in my opinion. You gotta spin at the exact peak of your jump, and you can do a triple jump there, which is a lot more consistent, but loses, I think, like 0.5 or a second. Both absolutely pros, though. Unrivaled. Wait, did you forget to spam for the cannon load? There are a couple loads in this game where if you spam the 2 or jump button, it actually loads into the level quicker, and those are typically the short levels, like the cannons and the piranha fight in World 5. But it seems like Brammy forgot to do it, so unlucky. I think it saves like a second, the mash. Apart from that, though, both players having a pretty perfect World 1. Another thing to take into account, though, is loads. If this race is, you know, very close in the end, I'm not actually sure how fast these players' loads are, but if it comes down to the wire, then loads will probably have to be accounted for because, you know, every Wii and every Wii U acts differently and has different load times for the game, which is obviously frustrating at the top level because if you play perfectly, if someone with bad loads plays perfectly, sometimes it's literally impossible to play to beat someone if they have really good loads. So typically, once you get the 24-time loads are taken out of the equation, but it'd be interesting to see if it plays a factor here. I'm not sure which player actually has quicker loads, or if they have the same loads, for all I know. In other races, it's a lot more apparent, like with like the race between DCA and Pidgey that I commentated last. DCA has the best loads in the community, so it was seeing him 2 seconds ahead out of World 1 when they both played perfectly is obviously weird to see, but both players going for water skip. Both nailing it. Lachurs getting a bit close to being hit by the ball, but no issues. Brammyson failing the wall kick though. Tragic. And Lachurs nailing it. We got the piranha fight next, and after that, that's when the difficulty comes into the run for these players. Up until now, it's pretty much autopilot. 5-3 is obviously a difficult stage and even harder in marathons or no reset races as we've seen in the tournament before. Luckily, there is a backup propeller in 5-3, but if they mess up and they don't get the backup, then that's a huge time loss because it prevents the players from, doing a fast 5 tower and a 5-4 skip. So if they lose it at any point, they are going to lose a lot of time. So hopefully both players nail it. Alternatively, they can do 5-2, but at this level, they are very adamant on doing 5-3. It does save about 2-3 seconds over 5-2 when done optimally, but it's a lot harder. Brammyson not getting the perfect movement there, but Lachurs does. But really no issues so far. Damn, that was great. Both players having a really good 5-3 there and not losing the propeller, so incredible. It's rare that I haven't actually seen two people nail 5-3 in a race at the same time like that before, so this is a pretty close race so far, but this could be a deciding factor because based on my knowledge of these players, I'm pretty sure both of them are going to be going for 5-5-6, which is the fastest cycle in 5 tower, because I did see them practicing it earlier, so it's a very tight cycle and very difficult, and if you mess it up, you lose propeller, most likely, so hopefully both players nail this too. It really depends on what type of 5-5-6 they go for, because they can go for a boost off a dry bones for the additional speed, or they can just try do very, very tight single jumps up. Yeah, both obviously going for it. Both getting the dry bones jump, but Brammyson does actually miss the single jump. Ooh. And Lachurs does get 5-5-6 in a race. Nice. That was very impressive. Brammyson was unlucky. If he didn't miss the single jump, then he would have been able to get it. Because obviously you need to do as tight jumps as possible to be able to have enough speed to fit through that tiny gap, because if you don't go for that, then you can get up there and get in the gap but get hit just before going through, so... Oh! Brammy, no! Actually taking damage in the boss fight, that is absolutely tragic. This is one of the worst spots he could have lost it, because now he cannot do 5-4 skip, which is a trick that saves about 80 seconds. Wow, okay. That is very unfortunate. If Lachurs doesn't... The only way Brammyson is going to be able to catch up here is relying on Lachurs making a major mistake now. If Lachurs doesn't save, he can save here, and if he fails 5-4 skip, he can try it again and still save time over Brammy. But he does actually save. I did say earlier, it'd be interesting to see if they go for consistency, and Lachurs does opt to go for consistency. I'm wondering if he's doing that because he saw Brammyson mess up, or... Ooh! Now that's interesting. Brammy actually opting to go back to 1-1, getting the propeller and trying 5-4 skip first try. That's very interesting. I haven't seen anyone try that. Now, if Lachurs fails 5-4 skip, he won't really... Oh! Which he does! Oh, that is tragic. Alright, see, it's now very good that he did decide to save there, because now he can simply reset and go back to the menu and reload from the end of 5 tower, so he can still save about 40 over Brammy. But Brammy's really going to have to rely on nailing this first try, because I'm pretty sure it is slightly faster if you go back to level to 1-1, grab the propeller, go back to World 5, and do 5-4 skip, than it is to actually do the full auto scroller. But still, that's going to rely on Brammyson being perfect. If he messes up and fails 5-4 skip, all the time doing 1-1 is just going to be a waste. And it would have been faster for him to just do the auto scroller. If Lachurs fails again though, Brammyson will catch up. Ooh, going for the faster cycle instead of hitting the power block. And it looks like Lachurs is going to nail 5-4 skip second try, so nice. Let's hope Brammyson does too. That was a very late first shake, and that was a very early second shake. Wow, that's giving me anxiety. Probably not going to go for the power block hit. Does, opts to be consistent, which is smart considering the situation he's in. And does nail 5-4 skip first try. Whew. So even though Brammy had that fatal mistake at the end of 5 tower, he has pulled back quite a lot of time. So it was smart of him to go for the propeller, because he can also do slightly faster movement in 8-1 and 5 ghost house depending on the movement he goes for, now that he has propeller. So overall it was pretty smart of him for him to do that, and the risk did pay off, which is good to see. Lachurs missing the switch. Just gonna sit here and point out every single one of their mistakes while they're listening, sorry. Lachurs goes for blue wing jump, which I'm sure he will. Nice. Even if they do fail blue wing jump and get hit, it's not actually that big of an issue. The only time they lose is the slowdown for getting hit, and they have to wait an extra cycle in 8-1, but it's a fast cycle. He just has to wait for a lava spew or whatever it's called to go down, which isn't actually a big deal at all. Brammyson nailing it too. Quality. See if Brammy remembers this time to Mashu the 8 cannon load. Yeah, Skippy is right. You can damage boost through it, but that relies on you having to get an extra couple power-ups instead of just the one. It really depends on... I don't really know what's faster, to be honest. You can either wait for the spire to go down, or damage boost and go out of your way to grab extra power-ups. Both don't lose that much time at all. Do you think damage boosting is faster? I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a clue, Skippy. Ooh, Lachurs doing the shell boost, let's go. Astics would be pleased. So surprisingly, this race is still like in either one's favour. Even after that mistake. Just relies on Brammy playing pretty perfect and Lachurs making some mistakes. And even if he doesn't make mistakes, Bombless might be able to bring this back if Lachurs fails it. And Brammyson nails it, you know. Bombless will always be a wild card in races. Lachurs having a perfect 8-1. See if Brammyson can have the same. Nice. Quality. I wonder if Lachurs is going to go for RSG G. Relatively new strat, but still difficult, so probably just going to go for basic. Yep. You can grab that star from under with a like a Goomba bounce, and it is slightly faster, but it is a lot harder, so most runners don't really go for it. I've only ever seen Pidgey go for it, to be honest. Lachurs having good movement and getting the crouch boost on the elevator. If you crouch jump at the perfect time and uncrouch at the peak of your jump, you can get a little boost on the elevator and push yourself forward, so you don't have to jump up off the little platform, and you can go straight into running. Brammyson does have a bit of issues with his star earlier, so he doesn't get the full boost, but not a big issue. He also gets the crouch boost, but he didn't reach it far enough off the initial jump, so he couldn't boost directly onto the upper platform. And now we have auto scroller, unless one of them messes it up. So hope not. This is typically when the commentators talk and try to actually be funny, but unfortunately you're stuck with me on my own. So you guys like sushi? I promised Lachurs I'd say that. There's a couple optimizations you can do in 8.7. Like you can boost yourself off the bone coaster, like you can see right now, and optimal wall jumps can also save a bit of time, but that's literally it. Sushi is the crap, or the... What do you mean by the crap? Oh, it's super good. Good. I was gonna... Whew. Whew. You saved yourself. No, Brammyson, you do not suck. You are the opposite of suck. Yeah, no swearing. I got this beat into me last time. You're not allowed to swear on SpeedGaming. Like, I said OMG, like the actual words, and they got mad at me. Are you kidding me? No blasphemy allowed. Sushi is amazing though, it is the absolute best. Luckily I had sushi just before... Wait, I can't... This is going to be uploaded to YouTube, right? So I can't even talk about the world events, because YouTube is really weird about that. Yeah, before a major world event, the last place I went to was a sushi restaurant, so thumbs up. Sushi's so good. Brammyson does not suck. I have utmost faith. This is not commentator bias, I want both of them to win. Lachurs getting through 8.7 with no major issues. Hopefully Brammyson can achieve the same, which I'm sure he will, because I have the utmost faith in Brammyson. Lachurs going into one of the hardest levels of the run now. Any mistakes on a skip here, or even failing bombless when Brammyson succeeds with getting bombless could lead to Brammyson winning the race over Lachurs, but it is a best of 3, so no worries. Lachurs having optimal movement for the first section. Hopefully Brammyson can too. Yeah, Lachurs is going to be... I'm assuming he's going to be doing all the skips in airship. So, if he fails any of them, that's it, Brammy will be in the lead. First one's practically free. And he goes for optimal movement too, see if he nails the second. No issues. I need to have faith. Which I do have faith. Rami nearly in the beginning too. Third skip's also free. Ooh, nice. Alright, Lachurs gets a skip. Doesn't get the most perfect skip because you can avoid getting the wall jumps, but it's time loss that no one really cares about. It's good to just get the skip. Oh my god, I've never seen a first skip done that tight before, Brammy. Wow. That is scary. Alright, let's see if Lachurs can get bombless. Let's pray for him. While Brammy does the skips. The fourth skip you can actually lose your propeller on, which is tragic because it's just before. Ooh! Lachurs going for coding bombless and achieving first hit. Will he get second? No, but that is a huge time save. Wow. I did see something about a gentleman's agreement earlier about both of them admitting to go for coding. Coding bombless, obviously the fastest version of bombless, but it does lose time if you miss the first hit, so... Lachurs only gets first hit and not the second, but, you know, first hit still saves a lot of time, so... See if Brammy gets it. Oh! Unfortunate. He gets fake hit. Which is as close as you can get to getting a bombless hit without actually getting a bombless hit. Which is very unfortunate on his part. Unless Brammyson can get a bombless hit now, then Lachurs will have a huge lead. Which it looks like he will. Because the most consistent way of getting bombless hits is with coding bombless, because jumping, there's only one consistent setup. And that's coding, because you just run and jump, and the oscillation of the car is perfect, pretty much, or the most consistent it can be for the trick. And if you nail the first hit, the second hit is a lot more consistent than it would normally be. But if you don't get it, then it's very, very rare you do. So Lachurs has a pretty big lead on Brammy now. Brammy's saying GG in chat, but that is not true at all, because if Lachurs makes any mistakes or dies at any point in Escape or 8 Castle, which many runners have done in races before, then Brammy will be in the lead. He's actually losing propeller here, which is a pretty big time loss, but it's not fatal considering his lead. His first Bowser phase will be slower now, and the lava elevator will also be slightly harder now, and he's going to have to go for slow movement there by waiting for the platform to go down. And he's also going to have to go out of his way to get the propeller in Escape now, considering he does everything perfectly. So that's a pretty big time loss, all things considered, but if Lachurs does everything else great, he should still win this, but like I said, anything can go wrong, and if something does go wrong, then Brammyson could win, so... It's pretty ignorant to believe that the race is over at this point. Brammyson having pretty perfect beginning movement. Lachurs actually opting to get the Fire Flower, which is a pretty smart move, because if he goes for... He can either use it to kill Bowser with the fireballs, or he can go for Bowser Jump, and if he gets hit on Bowser Jump, he'll want the extra buffer. Because RNG can play a factor here, because it is random when Bowser jumps, and that's typically when you can go under and just hit the switch. So if he doesn't do that, he might opt to either kill him with fireballs or jump over him. Which he will go for. Ah, that's unlucky. Bowser jumping just as he goes for it. But RNG does look in his favour there by him jumping second time. RNG also a factor with these fireballs. Hopefully Brammyson doesn't get hit. Pretty good cycle. So yeah, because you can see what he does here, Brammyson can just fly over it, as opposed to Lachurs having to lose time on the boss. So lead is decently big, but I'd say like 15 seconds maybe. 20 seconds, so it's not over at all. Lachurs with a pretty perfect fireball manip. We should see Lachurs going out of his way to get the propeller, and that's all the time that's gone now. Now it's basically as if it was a normal escape. Will he go for the most revolutionary and important strat in the whole game? Will he go for Tommy strat, just for me? I'm expecting the best Latch. He doesn't. Wow, thanks. Wow, alright. Yeah, I want Brammyson to win. I'm kidding. GG to Lachurs on winning the first race in the best of 3. 26 flat, I believe that was. Which, for a marathon run, is still pretty good, so no issues there. We should see Brammyson finishing up if he doesn't have any issues. Will he go for Tommy strat? What? Neither runner going for Tommy strat? How could they? Brammyson getting a 26.33 with a 5.10 castle. That's a nearly perfect castle.
Yeah, Sushi's pretty good.
I like Sushi. Thanks, Lachurs. Love you too. He kept his word. I'm so proud of him. He's made up for not going for Tommy strat. Oh, do you like
Sushi?
I will take that as a yes. I think Brammyson does like sushi. Alright, GG to both runners on the first race. We should see both runners getting ready for the next one now. I'm glad both of them keep their word. Sushi is pretty good. I don't think anyone will disagree with me. Anyone who disagrees with me is factually wrong. Yeah, this is the internet skipping. No opinions allowed unless it's in line with my opinion, because my opinion is the only correct opinion. Just so you know. This isn't my ego talking. This is just my knowledge talking. Like this is not subjective. This is objective. This is fact. 5-4 skip. Yes. 54. Brammyson just took a quick toilet break. Let's go. Alright, both runners ready, so I'll start the countdown. Both runners should be setting off whenever the stream catches up. Sorry for breathing into the mic, that was so unprofessional. Doesn't the template need to be updated to like indicate that Lachurs won the first race, or it's not a big deal, but you know. Hey, and both runners starting. That was very synced. Wow, impressive. Pretty much the same delay on both streams then. We should see the same as last time, both of them just practically autopiloting through all the way to 5-3, hopefully. Fingers crossed. There are a couple things that they can mess up, but I have faith in both runners. It will be interesting to see though, because now that Lachurs has won the first race, it'll be interesting to see if he goes for more consistent strats. Same with Brammy. If they go for more consistent strats, now that they know, like Lachurs knows, oh, I can win if I just maybe play safe, or maybe Brammyson will go all out, you know, trying to win, go for every strat he knows. But if they do that and Brammyson makes a small mistake or Lachurs makes a small mistake, it's either equalised or Brammyson's completely lost. So just going to basically see what kind of mindset they have. Two pretty good, pretty perfect run so far. I mean, there's not exactly much to commentate here. I'm sure all you guys have seen this before. Like I said, this is typically when you'd be being witty with the other commentator, but you know. If only. I'm original and I pulled this last time and I'm going to pull it again. Does anyone in chat have any good jokes? I'd be willing to read them out. Because we're all friends here. We're all here for entertainment, right? And clearly the race isn't enough. We need terrible jokes on top of it. What is a cannon? Hold on. At Miko. Ha ha ha. Haha, Miko, can you please explain what a cannon is? Miko isn't here. Oh god. You like that, Brammy? That was pretty funny, right? Basically, a cannon is... And that's what a cannon is. Interesting to know, the winner of this race will be versing either Pidgey Prowler or Tutti Pulo. So, I don't know when that race is actually happening. So tune in whenever, I guess. Just keep this Twitch open, this Twitch page open for the next week, just so you catch it. No, cannon isn't cannon, that's abridged. Cannon is cannon. You understand? Shouldn't the star be yellow? Yeah, one of the stars should be yellow. I pointed that out earlier, but I don't know. SpeedGaming, tech team's just gone. This is SpeedGaming too, are you kidding me? You think we've got a team on standby? You've got me, you're stuck with me. And you think I have the power to change the stream? If I would, I'd be streaming SMO right now. I mean, what? Sorry for not commentating much. Pretty much the same as last time. Both runners pretty optimal. No mistakes. Yes, SMO is actually a good speed game. Thank God I found a fun one. I would have went mentally if I had to only run Mario Bros. Wii. Both runners pretty synced. Only reason they're a bit apart, I'm assuming, is because of loads, or maybe a couple just minor movement optimizations. Hopefully their 5-3 can be optimal. Never skip it. Neither of them getting the quick jump there, but that's not really an issue. I'm getting hit and clean. And nice again, wow. Two pretty perfect 4-4-7s, wow, that's some two great 5-3s. There is actually a slightly faster strat you can do, I think it saves about 0.5, where at the middle point, instead of stopping and jumping over one of the, I don't know what they're called, enemies, you can pick up a Koopa shell and just use it to kill it and run through it. But that's a pretty hard strat and it's not worth it to do in a race. Alright, I'm assuming both runners are going to go for 5-5-6 again. So hopefully they can both nail it. Considering only Lachurs got it last time, Brammyson messed it up. Not because of the hard part, just because he missed a jump. Because the title's that tight that you miss one jump and you've lost the cycle. They're called Brammy balls, that's a pretty good name. Wait, I'm not allowed to say that, what? Ooh, Brammy missing the platform. You gotta be, it's incredibly tight that, so you gotta be quick on it. Lachurs nailing, this is practically a repeat. Two pretty perfect runs, Lachurs nailing 5-5-6 and Brammyson barely missing 5-5-6, but it's not an issue. Hopefully just this time he doesn't lose his propeller on the boss fight. And both of them nailing it. So there is going to be about a 6-7 second difference between them now because Lachurs got 5-5-6 and Brammy didn't, which isn't really a lot, but if they both played perfectly, it could mean the deciding factor. Still a close race, obviously. We've seen what could go wrong in last race. Lachurs losing propeller in 8 Castle lost him about 15 seconds, so I mean, it's good and all getting a 7-second time save, but if you do something like that, and that's, you know, all gone by a landslide. I didn't actually see Fletcher save there, but I thought Brammy did save, so I'm assuming they both did because Lachurs did last time. Hopefully they can both nail it. Brammy goes for a very low and early spin for the first and second, and that really gives me anxiety. Wow. That looks super inconsistent to me, but if it works for him, then perfect. Not going for the power jump, power block. So both of them getting very quick 5-4s, and both of them nailing it, so this is great. Brammyson's slightly faster. Well, props to both of them. This is the run, I agree. Even though PBing is pretty much impossible for these two players in a run, in a race, sorry. This is it. This is the run. I have faith. Two clean 5 ghost houses. See if they get booing again. Lachurs does. Nice. Two great ghost houses. Yeah, Brammyson. Even if Brammy and Lachurs do clutch out a double coding bomb, it is pretty much they still can't PB because they saved, because they're going for consistency here. In some terms, they're not going for purely, PB strats. Because obviously, for a PB, they won't be saving after 5 tower. But as we saw last race, saving is what saved Lachurs. If Lachurs didn't save after 5 tower, he would have lost the race most likely. Because there was only a 30-second difference between them, and he would have lost about 2 minutes with that death if he didn't save. So, Yeah, but you're asking Lachurs to play like perfect, That's what you're asking him to do to PB. It's unrealistic. Brammyson can't PB, I know that for a fact. Yes, of course it'd be Pog, but like PBing in New Super Mario Bros. Wii races, probably it doesn't happen. It never happens. It's not that kind of game. Too many reset heavy variables to do it in a race. Lachurs nailing 8-1. Ooh, does miss the pipe, but that's not an issue. Only lost about 1 second there. Did Nate PB in a race? I'm gonna say I've never heard of anyone PBing in a race before. Yeah, but is that a PB, Skippy? Was that a PB for him or? Oh damn. I did not know. Was it like an official race though? Because I've heard of people PBing in like just like a race between two friends. And obviously they're gonna go for PB stuff there. Well, like I mean like an official proper race like this. Because I'm pretty sure Lachurs is PB'd in a friendly race. But in like in a proper race like this, he's obviously going to go for more consistent and smarter strats for no resets. Clean 8-2 so far for both of them. Lachurs getting the crouch and boost again. See if Brammyson can get it. Nice. Both runners, very, very few mistakes so far. Brammyson obviously had 5-5-6. And that's it, pretty much. Lachurs missed the pipe in 8-1. Obviously they both saved, so that's just straight time loss, but that's smart to do that in my opinion. Yeah, 4-2-4 is great. Great in game time to get. We're back into epic auto scroller level with fun commentary. This song slaps though. It's a good song. All Mario songs slap pretty much. Putting those great boosts and wall jumps. Lachurs getting the pipe wall kick, absolutely insane. Does Brammy get it too? Oh, what? Oh, this is the excitement I'm here for. Too clean. Pretty great. 8-7s from both of them. Both getting the same in-game time, so... Look, this is still neck and neck. This is a great race. Wow. This might come down to bombless again, you know? Who can get bombless and clutch it out? Or if they both don't get bombless, who can clutch out 8 castle? Bombless, yo? I wonder if the gentleman's pact is continuing. If they're both going to go for coding again, which I'm sure they will. Ooh, Lachurs actually missing the first propeller and opting to go get the second, which is a smart move rather than just going back and getting the first one. That can happen if you just drop or do the ground pound at a wrong time. And just decides to crouch instead. Small time loss, not a big issue at all. It was a clean one, skipping on Brammy's part. Right, see if they get the skips. Lachurs nailing the second. Brammy goes for a very late first skip, which I think is slightly faster, but looks way scarier, and they both nail it. See if they nail the fourth. Third one is very easy. So I have complete faith. Nice, Lachurs getting it. I thought Brammy might have done it too early then, he was going to get hit by the Koopa Ling, or Koopa Mech, but he didn't, so fantastic. This could actually come down to bombless, wow, this could be the deciding factor. Good luck to both of them on getting it. Lachurs going for coding. Oh, nails it again, wow. And Brammyson going for coding too, but unfortunately doesn't get it. Oh, wow! Lachurs gets coding double, oh my god. Wow, okay, that is very impressive for a race. 3 out of 4 bombless hits in 2 races. Wow. Okay, that is incredibly impressive. This isn't PB pace, Skippy. I'm almost 100% sure it isn't. That was very strange for Latch because, and way harder the second Bombers hit because he went for after getting the first with coding. After getting the first hit, you typically go for the second straight after, but he decided to play it safe and go straight for the bomb hit, and then go for Bombers after, which he got. When typically going for it second instead of hitting the bomb is faster. And also technically more consistent because the oscillations of Bowser Jr. are set up in such a way that after getting the first coding hit, it's slightly easier to get the second, but Lachurs no care. Lachurs no care. He gets double bombless anyway. He does mess up the triple jump there, so he does have to slowly float over, but small time loss. Is this PB pace for you, Brammy? Wait, no. Yeah, I sure you mean Lachurs, because there's no way this is PB pace for you. I don't think it is because he just lost a couple seconds there. 6.52 in-game time pipe, so could be a lot faster. Well, not a lot, but a few seconds faster. Yeah, I don't know why I even asked Brammy. There's 0% chance you PB this. And I'm sure there's a 0% chance Lachurs PBs this, so... It's still 24 though. Fireballs cycles being favourable. Ooh, not there though. Forcing him to dip. Brammyson having a great 8 castle so far. That's a cool setup with the bone platform. Even with the small mistake at the start, it's a lot cleaner castles for Lachurs this time. Good first pattern for Brammy. And not the worst, but another pretty bad one for the second. So yeah, if Lachurs doesn't make any mistakes really, or any major mistakes, he should have this winning the bag, and that would mean the winner of the whole race. But it's easy to say no mistakes in escape because, you know, nerves are always a factor, and escape is one of the hardest parts of the game, so it's not as simple as to say, oh, if he makes no mistakes. Still a very good chance Brammy could win this. We'll just have to wait and see. Pretty good fireball manips again from Latch. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, let's see ya. No escape goes for him. Tommy Strat will be needed to make it viable. Ha 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 ha, so funny coming from the man himself. Good fireball minutes from Brammy too. And that's it, that's GG. Wow, what a good time for a race. GG Latch, wow. Wow, that is incredibly impressive. 24:49 in a race. Is that race record? This isn't a PB, Skippy. I don't know why you're so convinced this is a PB. And GG to Brammy too. Wow, that was even with those you had a bit of trouble with the fireballs at the end. Incredibly impressive race from both of them. Wow. 25-23 is a very, 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 very good time for a race, but unfortunately, he was up against Lachurs, who pulled a 24-4x in a race. Wow. Skip it, this isn't a PB. It's nowhere near. Hello?
Can I come in?
Yes, you can come in. Welcome. I have opened the door. Would you like to perform an interview?
Sushi is good.
Is that the interview? I agree with you. Sushi.
Tommy, guess what?
What can I guess?
I didn't go for Tommy Strat.
Oh, why you?
Sorry.
Right.
I'm also stepping in.
Oh,
Ah,
no way. Wait, why
Very
do you-
well deserved.
Very, very. I mean, it was a very, very good race from both of you. So
holy.
holy.
Why did I have to get double bombless now?
The funniest thing is, if you didn't save, this would have been a PB.
No, it might be a PB.
It
It might be
don't,
Loads PB.
I don't think it is. Might be.
My lows were really good in my last PB. So
Wait, were
What's
they?
your PB again? Like 47 or 48?
it's 40s 20 it's a 24-48, but my
Yeah.
loads were like a 209. Exactly, 209 exactly.
Okay.
Oh,
And
damn.
this
Well-
run, like, I had a lot of the same IGTs, but I was getting slower times. Like, I tied my, like, in World 1, for example, I had got like a 359 flat, but I had faster IGTs in each of the level compared to my PB1 World 1. So it could be, maybe not. I don't know.
To be honest, I thought your PB was like a 45.
To be honest,
No,
I
my
thought I was good at the game too, but then I choked crouch triple.
Oh god, that's tragic. That's a lot more tragic. Wow.
I only lost me
I
maybe
mean-
2 seconds.
People can retime it if they want to, but
I might retime it.
go for it, dude. So, how did you feel about that race, Lachur?
Well, I'm still shaking, but
I don't blame you.
now I'm craving sushi.
Sushi's so good. Do you agree? Brammyson, what is your opinion on sushi? This is the interview.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of sushi, but
You will be.
it is
You will
okay.
be.
Nice, good opinion. Acceptable opinion. Alright, well, GG to both of you. That was a really good race, to be honest.
Yeah, GG, Tommy. That was a really good race, to be honest, Tommy.
Yeah, I
Can't
just sort
believe
of
you finally
Yeah,
crashed
Tommy?
out of 24.
I can't believe I finally got 101. I've actually just done a race on SM. I've just actually done a run on SMR. I've just got 101. Sorry, that's why I went silent for a bit. Not because of anxiety from or like lack of social skills of talking to yourself for an hour, but
Yeah, that's normal. I do that all the time, actually. It's called Twitch
pretty-
streaming.
that's pretty hot. Twitch streaming, God, imagine doing that.
Well,
Yeah, sorry,
yeah, all right.
I was pretty sure it wasn't going to be a PB because I thought your PB was better, but I'm
Look,
not saying
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't a PB. I really didn't deserve to PB that run at all. It was bad, by all means of the word bad.
I mean, it wasn't bad, dude. Like there was really no major mistakes.
Bruh, 506 Castle, it was bad.
I mean, yeah, still, but like, yeah, but everything else was great
Brammyson.
though.
Brammyson.
Yes.
Brammyson,
Did
how do
you-
you feel about your runs, Brammyson?
Well, the first one was
Did you?
absolutely horrible, and the second one, I mean, I failed 5 of 6 both attempts. I don't know, dumb mistakes, and
That's just how 556 is.
yeah, we're not the best runs I've ever had. It's Lachurs. It's well deserved to win from Lachurs.
Dude, I did it. I won.
You did it. You
You
won.
did it.
You can go
I
to bed
really-
now. That is your reward.
Go to the grand.
Oh, yes! Dude, guess what? I get to take a day off school now because I said to myself I was going to take a day off school if I made the grand final for the grand final.
Why would
Poke.
what?
Well, I
Why would
don't-
you take a day off school for that? Sorry.
Bruh, because I don't want I don't want, it to be like 2 in the morning for like literally everyone.
Fair enough.
And
But,
also
like,
because
still.
I need a day off school.
Alright, fair enough.
So yes, everyone, make sure to follow the runners. Make sure you follow both of us. Brammyson is a better runner than me. I just got
Yeah,
lucky.
he has low percent records.
Yeah, he has low percent record. He killed a bird.
The best
And-
category.
And if you liked him at all, I guess you can follow the commentator. I mean, you're not strictly prohibited to.
Yeah, don't.
But you can do it if you want.
You're acting like a tsundere.
Only for you, Tommy.
Oh wow. Wow, that really got me in the heart organ.
And I will see you guys next time. Love you all.